How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And before we get started, I want to let you guys know about the private group. If you want to be a part of a community with investors and as well as traders and just being surrounded around like-minded individuals, then this group is for you, and you can find the link inside the description. We'll be happy to have you a part of the family, and of course you'll get direct access to me. So what we're going to be talking about today is Opendoor Technologies. Of course, I want to make sure I keep you guys inside of the loop, but before we get started, we have to go over the agenda. So if you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're considering to take a full position, I suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is an update on overall operations. You want to see, are they going to be meeting those goals like we talked about in previous videos? Why is this important? Because this will give us a good idea of how they're doing with their operations. And then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. This is definitely key. Whether you're looking at getting in long term or you're looking for some momentum in regards to a swing trade or for a short-term trade, then I'm going to be discussing that so you guys have a game plan going into the week. I'm definitely going to be looking into getting into some options, and of course, if you're inside the Discord, I'll be letting you guys know when I do get into those plays. Then we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, what is the overall market sentiment? Is it positive? Is it negative? This is very key because it's going to have an impact on the overall price action, and this is key to know, especially if you are an investor. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So let's jump into it. Now let's go over their operations and their goals. First, when I brought Opendoor to your attention, I was saying, hey, make sure you're loading up when it's either in the $14 to the $15 range. And looking at where the price is right now, you'd be up on your investment. Of course, it is volatile. It's a growth stock at the end of the day. And if you're exercising patience, of course, you would still be in this play and you see the upside that is actually in it. So now that we got that out of the way, you're aware, you're up to date where I got you guys in. Now, the second thing we have to go over is that they are meeting their goals. They said, hey, when we covered it, I got to go back. They were in 32 markets. And they said they wanted to get into 42 markets by the end of the year. Guess what? They are now in 39 markets and they still got 6 months, let's just call it that, before the year is actually over to actually meet their goals. So taking this into consideration, when you're investing in any company and they have goals outlined and it looks like that they're going to get close to reaching it or they're definitely ahead of schedule, then you know what? This company's actually doing fairly solid. Another thing also to understand, they've already completed over 100K transactions. That is huge. And what this does, this makes them actually the leading iBuyer in the United States. Anyone who doesn't know what Opendoor Technology is all about, they make selling your home super easy. All you really need is your cell phone and automatically you'll be getting an offer as far as to sell your house, right? So it takes out a lot of effort, a lot of work on the other side. So taking this into consideration, I want you guys to understand you want to be investing in disruptive technology, and Opendoor is actually one of them. I'm going to repeat this again. Just imagine you're trying to sell your home, you go about a traditional route, there's a lot of work that is involved. Imagine you're saying, you know what? I could literally just open my phone, take a video, take some pictures to pretty much do everything that they're telling me to do, and then before I know it, I get a cash offer. Come on now. And then on top of that, they're strong not only in a growing market and as well as if the market decides to slow down, because many people are going to be like, hey, there's not many offers out there. They might be having a hard time, but Opendoor says, well, you know what? We'll be giving you an offer. And again, this takes out even more stress. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not in this play, it is understandable. But as far as the potential, I feel like it is very huge. And the good thing is when I brought it to your attention, the stock is up. So now let's get into the next portion of the video, which is the technical analysis. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Opendoor Technologies. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $17.11, being up 0.06% on the day. On the low, it tested $16.60, then on the high, testing $17.56. So first and foremost, we want to see how it's lining up with our indicators. As you can see down below, the RSI is right around 51, so it's right in the middle there. Now, when we take a look at how it's lining up for the 100-day, of course, it's below that. It's also below the 200-day. And as far as for the 21-day EMA, we are showing some strength above it. One thing we want to be aware of, as far as areas of resistance for Opendoor, you can see we have it clearly here, right here around $18.70. So that's going to be an area I'm going to look forward to seeing Opendoor actually pass before the end of August. I know many of you are saying you don't think it could pass it by the end of the July. Most definitely, but as far as the options that I'm going to be getting into, I'm going to give myself that opportunity to see it get there in July and as well as August. Now, one thing I want to see Opendoor get past is right here at this $18 level, and I feel it's very possible. We've seen it get to $17.56. This was the high that it had on the day on Friday, so I'm looking forward to seeing that move going into the $18 range sometime this week or the week after. So this is where I find this opportunity, and I want to make sure a lot of you are aware of. As far as will it be able to get back to the 200-day right here around $21.76? Most definitely. Analyst price targets we have over here are around $28. And if we take a look even at the average cost per share, what people are holding, I think it is around $20 as well. So Opendoor is definitely due for a run up, and I'm looking forward to seeing it get to at least around 18 and above going into July. So now, how are we going to be playing this? We already know if you want to get into a starter position, I was telling you guys you want to get into this play when it was in the $14 to the $15 level. My hat's off to anyone who's able to get there. Right now, you are still green. So let's look forward to seeing that move to 18. But if you're trying to get in on a starter, then around $16 is not too bad, especially right here at that 16 level on the dot. That's what I'm talking about. Or if you can get in somewhere in the 15 area. There's a lot of volatility. This is a growth stock at the end of the day, so you just got to be patient. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for Opendoor Technologies. So as you can see here, the short volume ratio is at 5%. So this is something that is definitely great to see. And when we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, you guys will have the opportunity to see why. But let's put things in perspective of how it went down on Friday. So out of 32.6 million shares that were traded, we had 1.7 million of those shares that were actually sold short. As we scroll down on the page, short shares availability stands at 8 million 23 minutes ago, and the short vol free rate is at 0.41. Taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, seeing it 5.38, this has been the low going as far back as June the 14th. So it's definitely been really good for Opendoor Technologies. What this tells us, more positive market sentiment. There's less shorts in this play. They're saying, you know what? I don't see any more room for the downside for this particular stock, so I do not find any benefits whatsoever shorting this play. So what does this mean? By getting that short volume ratio of 5%, we're going to be able to see more natural price action. And I'm expecting Opendoor to be making some moves to the upside, especially going into July and as well as August. So I hope you guys are excited as I am as far as what's to come for Opendoor. So for my final thoughts for Opendoor Technology, I feel this company has a lot of potential, and it's part of the reasons why I loaded up in that $15 range, and I told you guys look out at 14 and 15. As far as for the analyst price targets, they have a price target within 1 year of $28. So that is a double up right there. So I want you guys to understand and see this. Right now it's trading in that $16 to $17 range. And as far as a technical setup, we're looking forward to seeing it get past $18 and touching getting to that $20 level. So anyone who's looking to get into some short-term options, I am looking at the 16th and as well as August the 20th. And of course, if you're inside the private group, I'll give you guys an alert when I do that position. Another thing also to understand, as far as for the short interest information, it has changed dramatically. When I was covering it on this channel, we remember when it was well above 21%, and we're saying, hey, there's a lot of short squeeze potential here. But at the same time, it is now around 5%. It is in the single digits. So what does this mean? As far as the overall market sentiment, it is a lot more positive now. And one of the things we need to know about that, we're going to have more natural moves in overall price action. Also, when we take a look at the average, the share average, so out of everyone who has shares of Opendoor, what is the average? It is around $20. Sorry, just under $20. And the matter of the fact is trading at 16, 17. It's only a matter of time that it's going to be passing that $20 level fairly quickly. So this is part of the reasons why I see some opportunity here, and I've always been bringing it to your attention from way back when, even when many people weren't even talking about it. So I just want to make sure you guys are up to date, you do your homework, do your due diligence, find out if this is the right play for you, and then let me know inside the comments what you think about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.